new, that green light.
No. All right. Ready? Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Mondays with me, Dr. Crystal, and today with
Me, Dr. Heather.
my wifey, the waffle. All right, so it has been a while since we've brought you guys an update, and we've just been busy. I feel like we keep talking about how we need to sit down to film, and then we just have not had time.
Just doesn't fit into the schedule.
It's work, come home. I feel like notes, workout, go to bed, covering games, and then it gets to the weekend, and like we're busy, and so
Holidays.
yeah.
We've been traveling more this recently, I feel like.
Yeah. So we apologize for the delay, but we are here to update you about everything, and we're gonna do it in a few different videos, and so this one's gonna be first. If you are following along in order, you have already seen our negative pregnancy test from the second IUI. How'd you feel about that?
Well, after the second IUI, I felt like I had some signs and symptoms of implantation, like a little cramping and spotting, and so we were really hopeful compared to the first one.
Yeah.
So the negative test was a downer.
Yeah.
We were both upset.
Definitely more so than the first. I feel like the first we were like almost expecting it to be negative, just
knowing
because the chances
odds
are so low. Yeah. And then that second negative test, I was pretty surprised. Like I really, really, really thought it was going to be positive.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little tougher than the first, but I feel like we weren't really discouraged at that point. Like we know the odds, like we keep talking about, and when, of course, we're gonna be upset when things don't go how we expect, but like I really expected that to be positive.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways, done and gone.
Now I don't even know what to think of my body.
Yeah, like her body's giving us signs that she's pregnant. Like we think she's pregnant, and then she's not pregnant. And so, anyways, that was done and gone. We chalked up the second cycle, didn't work, and we decided to move on to a third IUI. So we talked with our doctor. She gives us a call every time, like after a cycle, and she basically gave us the option, like in the end, everything is always our choice. And so after 2, we could potentially go on to IVF if we wanted to. But she also said it wasn't unreasonable to try another cycle of IUI. So yeah, we decided that was what we would do.
It is significantly cheaper.
Yes.
So we felt like our decision was easy. Unless she absolutely recommended we skip it, like why not try again?
Yeah, for sure. And when we say significantly, we mean significantly. Like, I don't remember if we talked about, like, the cost of an IUI cycle, but, like, everything total, like, including the sperm, the ultrasounds, everything, the procedure for an IUI ends up being around $1,000 for us. IVF is more around, like, $15,000, all said and done with all the different parts of it. And so, like, it's worth another try. Things that we are, I guess, risking is wasting time, wasting a sperm sample, and then obviously like the more times we try, the thousands of dollars do add up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for us though, we expected this to take some time, and so we were like, yes, let's do a third cycle.
Yeah, no brainer. We didn't have to discuss or debate.
Yeah, well, we discussed, but we did not debate.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, third cycle was pretty similar to the rest of them. You know, Heather started the medication. She was on that higher dose again that she had been on before. But interestingly, her body did not respond the same, which we continue to learn that every cycle is different. Even when you're taking the same medications, you do the same things, you take care of your body the same way. So we got to the point where we were planning to do the IUI, and she had her ultrasound and her blood work, and she was not ready.
Yeah. So we talked to our doctor, and she gave us the option of, should we chalk this one up to a loss, or do you want to wait a couple more days and see if you've had any change to proceed with IUI?
So yeah, and we basically, she's like, you would be spending extra money on this ultrasound, and like, we're not really sure if you would be ready or not. But like, to us, we had already been through a whole nother cycle, and what's $100 more on an ultrasound when we've already, we have $1,000 into this cycle. So we decided to wait a few more days and check. So we did that.
Yep.
And
I was ready.
she was ready again for a third IUI. So yeah. So
this one was different though. It worked out so it was on a Friday, and because Crystal had been at the last two, and they were on Saturday, so she could come. This one, I actually just drove down to Indianapolis on my own and had the procedure by myself, and it was okay. I'm glad that Crystal was able to come the first two. I felt okay about being by myself the third.
Yeah, of course I want to try to be there whenever I can, but like, yeah, I'd been to the first two. It's really hard for me to get off work last minute. And I mean, it's hard for both of us to get off work last minute, but we both felt comfortable with the fact that like she could go and do it by herself. The only thing is, when I'm not there, no videos get made. And so we have no video from the third IUI.
I have made videos without you before.
You have.
Also, I just want to put it out there. I did drive back to South Bend and go to my afternoon clinic to work. So it was a busy day for me.
She went to Indy, got sperm squirted inside of her, and then went to work a few hours later. Superwoman.
Let me try not to miss days. Also, I just want to say that my third IUI was the best one. Shout out to Celeste. She did an amazing job.
What up, Celeste?
Thank you. Especially because you weren't there.
What was so good about it? The speculum or the sperm part?
The speculum.
Okay.
Painless. Very smooth. Smooth and fast.
That's good.
But especially the first two, I was like gripping your hand, and I feel like you could tell I was uncomfortable.
She has a strong grip.
But this one, not having you, it was okay.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we are going to wrap this one up. As always, we got to leave you on a cliffhanger. We will have the pregnancy test results next video, and we will go from there.
What's it gonna be?
If you guys have any questions, as always, leave them down in the comments. We will try to answer all your questions. We know everybody's fertility journey is different, but we hope by sharing ours, we can shed some light on the process for you guys, and hopefully let those of you know who are going through this know that you're not going through it alone. There are a lot of us out there going through the same thing. It's a struggle. It's not easy. Nothing ever goes as anticipated. So that's definitely something that we are learning. Don't expect anything, because it probably won't go that way.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a like.
Subscribe if you haven't.
And we'll see you next time. Good job.
Thanks.
I love you.
Love you too.
I love you more.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.